Hello friends, I had organized a students get together here in Delhi, and one of the most common questions that UPSC aspirants ask was how should they prepare for UPSC if they are working professionals. So without wasting much time, let's discuss a few strategies that might work for working professionals. Let's say you have 4 hours every weekday at your disposal for studies, and on the weekends, on Saturdays or Sundays you are free. You don't have the luxury of time, so you'll have to utilize whatever time you have very efficiently. So let's say those 4 hours in the weekdays you divide it into 2 hours for current affairs and 2 hours for static. Since you don't have much time, it's better to stick to one source for current affairs. One of the good sources is Insights on India. But in order to understand whatever is given in Daily Insights on India, it's better to go through daily current affairs videos. Some of the good sources are Only IS and Study IQ. Whenever you study for current affairs, it's better to make notes online because then you can refer to it whenever you want, and it's better to save all the data in relevant files and folders for easy revision. Now, after doing that, if you still have time, you can solve daily MCQs or just skim through the newspapers for any other relevant news. This daily current affairs can be supplemented in the end by notes from Vision IS like Vision PT 365 and Mains 365. There's no need to read monthly Vision or Insights on India compilations. In the remaining 2 hours, you should read static. For static, devise a schedule. One good schedule could be read GS1 first, then GS2 and then GS3. It will take you good 6 to 8 months to cover all of this. In the meanwhile, on the weekends, say on Saturday or Sunday, you can read GS4, then optional, and then start answer writing practice, giving tests, and your essay practice. All these sequences have certain logic behind them. For example, we are doing GS4 first because GS4 can be covered within say 1 or 2 months, and then it will help you throughout in writing good answers. Also, you can revise it whenever you have time. Your optional preparation will take longer duration, so we are not doing it in the 2 hours time that we have on weekdays. There is no need to do MCQ practice and answer writing practice on a daily basis because it will take a lot of time and you don't have that much time. So what you can do is after you finish a considerable amount of syllabus, you can spare 1 or 2 days, say for example weekends, and start solving MCQs of the subjects that you feel weak, and also start doing some answer writing practice. For MCQ practice, for current affairs, what you can do is you can go to Insights on India and solve the daily MCQs. Or what you can do is for current affairs static portion, you can take the MCQs of classes and solve them whenever you are free. Say for example, even at your workplace, if you are free, start solving MCQs. For answer writing practice, what you can do is for current affairs, you can follow Insights on India Secure Initiative, and for static portion or for GS, you can join a good test series. But again, let me tell you that there is no need to solve it on a daily basis, and what you can do is you can get those test papers home and solve it at your home in a simulated environment instead of wasting time in traveling to the test centers. Please remember friends, there is no need to buy unnecessary bulky books, and please do not join unnecessary classes because you will end up spending a lot of time. Revision is for utmost importance for you because you may not get separate time for revision. So in order to revise efficiently, make concise short notes of every page, every topic that you read. That should contain the headings, subheadings and the most important points. Try to recollect and revise it while traveling or at your work. When you are free, try to ask yourself whether you can remember whatever you have read in the previous day or in the previous week. What you think is your disadvantage can also be your advantage. Friends, people who have lot of time ignore their revisions. You don't have time, so what you do is you revise on a daily basis and you are forced to work smart. So this can be your advantage. Remember, it all depends upon how you look at things. You might think that if you had 12 hours at your disposal, you could have done much better. But remember friends, those aspirants who have a lot of time do not always utilize their time efficiently. They might think that those people who are doing job are in a better position because they have a backup plan. So remember, what you think is your disadvantage could also work out in your favor. So work smarter, work efficiently, and utilize technology that might help you in doing your studies in an efficient way. Some of the techniques could be as follows. Whenever you're reading a topic, what you can do is you can record your own voice, and while you're recording it, just remind yourself that so and so point, this particular part is very important. For example, you come across a point, just remind yourself, Suyash, listen, this is very important. This part is very important. This can come as an MCQ. This can come as a long answer. This has to be remembered. This heading is important. So this is how you reinforce all those points. And whenever you have time, you can listen to your own recordings and revise those topics. Make use of online apps such as the Evernote. If you're not familiar with using Evernote, you can see my YouTube channel. I have made a separate video on this. This is a very good way of arranging all the data in relevant folders and files and revising it efficiently. If you are still stuck in the traditional mentality of reading all the NCRTs and the newspapers, please go to the YouTube channel and see this video. This will help you in understanding whether you should read newspapers, and if not, the proper techniques of covering all the current affairs without reading newspapers and utilizing your time efficiently. Also, please utilize apps like Napily. These are very good sources and they can help you in preparing current affairs in a better way. Plus, there are certain sources which have very good utility. They have very good cost effectiveness ratio and they can help you in GS as well as SA. For example, the New India at 75 strategy by Niti Aayog, plus various reports of the Niti Aayog 3-year agenda, and other such sources. I have made a separate video on such sources that have helped me in cracking UPSC in my first attempt itself. These I call as unconventional sources which not many people follow, but they can help you in scoring really good marks in your mains and your essays. So all the working professionals, you have limited amount of time, you'll have to work smart, but that can be your advantage. So study hard, study smart, all the best.